Alright, MMA fans, I'm here with half of the KSW 833 main event, Mr. Scott Askham. Scott, welcome back on Sherdog. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's good to be here. It's good to be back around all this atmosphere and stuff. I'm not going to say that I enjoy this park, because I don't. It's like, obviously I'm cutting weight and stuff, but yeah, it's still good to be here. I'm excited for the weigh-ins tomorrow and then bring on Saturday.
It's your first fight week in 3 years. What are your emotions? What's going on through your mind right now?
Yeah, absolutely buzzing to be back. That's how I'm feeling. I feel great. I've had a really good camp, and I'm happy to be here. Like, it's been a tough time. I'll be honest with you. It's been a tough time being away. I feel like I've missed out on a lot of big fights. I thought this trilogy slipped away from me, to be honest with you, but obviously I got here, I got back in shape, and I got the trilogy, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, sitting on the sidelines, like seeing Mamed versus Soldic and not being able to fight, not training much, it was a difficult time, and luckily I've got a good family and I got through it. I don't like using the word depression, because I don't think I had depression, but it was a tough time. I think also what made it tough is I realised that one day this is going to be not taken away from me, but it is going to end. It's not going to last forever, right? We're not young forever. So realising that, I think that I got into a deep thinking process as well. So to be back here in the shape I'm in and ready to fight, amazing.
How is your back right now? I know that you had
unbelievable.
surgery.
Yeah, I swear, like every fighter has little niggles and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't got anything major, but I'm not like, one of the niggles that I'm thinking about isn't my back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm healthy. I'm healthy. I'm fit and I'm strong. I feel good. I can say that from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, I'm excited for Saturday night.
I'm so glad to hear that. I was actually about to ask you whether you had to change something in your training routine after surgery, and to bounce back after that moment. Not just for recovery, after.
Recovery was tough, I'll be honest with you. Rehabilitation was hard, but I had a good guy looking after me called Ian Cooper, and I just feel like I'll never forget. He got the piece of paper. I had a piece of paper, what the doctor gave me, and he seen it, and he just not the doctor, sorry, the physio. And he just seen it, and he ripped it up. He was like, the treating you are exactly the same as the treat a 70-year-old woman. And he just ripped it up, and he had me do these exercises, and they were tough. They were really tough. He says 3 days you'll be able to do them easy, and then the next 3 days he gave me different 3 exercises. And the development was just like that, boom, boom, building blocks, and we built a solid foundation ready for when I went out to American Top Team. I still had work to do when I got out there. I wasn't. Mistakes I've made before is I've got there and I've gone straight into wrestling, and maybe obviously I'm in better shape anyway, but I've got straight out there and gone into wrestling, and maybe just like a little tweak here and there, something like that. So I made sure that I said no, and I hate to say no, to be honest with you. Like, as soon as I got there, people were asking to go with me, but I went with certain guys to make sure I was ready, and I gave myself a good 4 weeks, it's like semi-live, like I was going live, but with the right people, letting me get into positions, and not trying to crush me basically, and then from that would have took me to like March, and then from March I've been cooking on gas. I've been absolutely flying since March.
Who are some of your main sparring partners in preparation for this fight, where you will face a long-term rival? I don't know if it's a rival, but still a long-time opponent.
So my main sparring partners have been a guy called Monty Azamat. He fights for the LFA middleweight title 2 weekends, I think. And I've done some sparring with Johnny Emblem as well, the Bellator champion. Yeah, so. But yeah, I've got rounds in with Josh Silveira and Jocko. Like, look, there's so many guys to name. Like, it's hard to name everyone, but the wrestling, the way ATT's designed for, honestly, it's like a conveyor belt. the promotions, the way they do it, like they've got so much skill in getting people from A to B ready to fight. It's like an art in itself. But yeah, like on the wrestling days, I go with a lot of different people, and the grappling days. But then my sparring is like pretty much like same guy, which I love as well, because you also get to realise how fit you are, or how unfit you are. Because if say I go with one guy this round, and then I've got an easy round next round, and then my last round's the hardest. But that guy who's last round's my hardest, he might have had an hard round the round before, so you don't really know where you're at. When you're changing round all the time like that, you don't know where you're at. So if you're doing 3 rounds with one guy, if that makes sense, you know where your cardio is, that sort of thing. So yeah. It's an amazing setup, American Top Team. I absolutely love it there.
Your latest 2 fights have been with Mamed Khalidov. Your upcoming one is going to be with him as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know him pretty well. What version of Khalidov do you expect this time?
I haven't really thought about that, to be honest with you. I've been focusing so much on myself. I haven't really focused on what version of Khalidov turns up. If the best version of me turns up, that's all that matters, and I'm going to get that win. I said the same thing to your opponent. I was surprised this fight was not for the belt. Did you expect it to be? I mean, it's the headliner. You are a former champion. He's a former champion. You have such a long history. You know, there is much anticipation for this fight. What was going through your mind? What was his answer to that?
He was very diplomatic.
Okay. Maybe this is a leaf out of his book I need to be. Sometimes maybe I talk too much, but we all know why this is not for the belt. Like, if Mamed wanted this to be for the belt, it would have been for the belt, right? We all know that. He pulls the card, right? He makes the decision. So I don't know why it's not for the belt. It's not my choice. We know that. So, but yeah, I have been keeping an eye on Pavel and Tommy, and obviously that's a fight I look for down the future. The winner of that is who I'm aiming for. So,
may I ask your pick for that fight, since it's going to be a few fights before your one?
I think I'm going to go with Tommy. I think I'm going to go with Tommy on that one. Tommy decision. I don't think either of them are much of finishers. I think it'll go 5 rounds, and Tommy will outpoint him.
How do you see your third fight with Khalidov going down this time? How do you envision? Of course, you see yourself as a winner, but
of course,
how do you see that?
Scott Askham at the end. That's it. Scott Askham and that hand raised. That's what's happening. I've trained too hard for this. I swear, honestly. Like, I've got 2 young children at home. I've been away from home for 4 months. My wife's so supportive. Yeah, I'm missing home, and I'm gonna make sure I get that win.
Okay, Scott. Thank you very much for your time. Best of luck. Hopefully, I will hear again from you in the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.